I'm back in the shed again now that I have a roof. Today I was working on a mixed media piece and I just want to finish it up. So this one started out where I just put some layers of pink and yellow paint and then started building with layers and scraping into it and spreading the paint across it with a cake server. And here's how it came out. I put these collage pieces on, and the first time I put them down, some of them didn't adhere very well to the canvas. I used gloss medium, but some of them like wrinkled and came up. So I had to figure out what I was going to do. I started by putting more collage pieces over the parts that were sticking up, hoping to make it less obvious. That partly worked. Some of the pieces are still lifting a little bit, but since then I've put a couple layers, first gloss medium and then satin medium on there, and I decided I really like the satin medium because it's toning down that glossy look. Now that I've let the first layer of satin medium dry, I'm going to put one more layer on. I'm going to put it on the floor here because today it is still really cold and windy outside. Tomorrow the temperatures are supposed to start moving up into the 80s. I'll be able to work outside, which will be nice. But anyway, as you can see, I just got a bunch of newspaper down on the floor because I don't want the medium to leak onto the floor. Actually, I just gotta get these pieces down here. And then I just gotta find my brush. Got my brush for the satin medium. Need to get some new rags out here. I think I've gone through almost all my old t-shirts and rags that I had out here. So, oh, here's one. Yeah, I can just use this one from that I threw in the trash can earlier. It still has a little bit of dry space on it. Need to bring some more old t-shirts out here. It's another thing you can do with your old t-shirts. So now my brush is just damp, and that's how I want it. Just gotta find the satin medium. What did I do with it? Maybe put it, oh, there it is. I swear I spend more time looking for things out here than I do actually doing stuff. But I will clean up the studio. I gotta do that this week. So what I'm gonna do now is shake up the satin varnish. I don't want to shake it too much because I don't want to get any bubbles in it. Stuff comes off of there. And I will just start by putting a good coat over the whole thing. And hopefully this will be enough. And all I do is, just like I did with the gloss medium, I want to put a good coat on here and make sure it covers the whole canvas. And even though it looks opaque right now, while it's wet, it will dry clear. Looks like I might have put a little bit too much, but that's okay. A good thick coat will help, especially with those places where I had the pieces of collage paper lifting off. That will fill in any gaps that are left. And it was pretty much flat after the last coat, so I think after this coat I should be good. And then the other thing I want to do is just make sure that the medium gets spread over the edges because I don't want big drips or anything. Like I've talked about before with, you don't want to have messy edges. Yeah, I really did glop it on there, but that's okay. Okay, so that should do it. Just want to make sure there aren't any bubbles in here. There's a few drops that haven't been spread out. Okay, so that should do it. I'm just going to let that sit on the floor for now because it's going to need to sit overnight. Otherwise, I don't want to damage the painting by not having the top layer cured. It usually takes about 24 hours for it to really be dry and settled down. So I'll just leave this in here overnight and see what else I can do. I've got a little bit of extra satin medium on here, and so I'm just going to use it on some of these boards that I'm getting ready to gesso. I already put gloss medium on them today, but they're just drying so that I can finish tomorrow. I always try to find a use for things instead of wasting because art supplies are expensive. And right now, especially, this is my slow season because I'm really I don't have any shows, I don't have any markets, so I don't have any money coming in right now. Because right now I don't have any commissions. So I'm just waiting for my first show of the spring, which is about 3.5 weeks from now, which is good. That'll give me plenty of time to paint. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry. And then, yeah, I've got a little more of this, so I'm just gonna put it on some of these smaller boards, just on the edges, just to give them a little bit of protection. I always run out of space. Okay. I think I've got enough for about one more. So yeah, that was quite a bit of excitement this weekend, having to clean up after all that mess. I'm really bummed out about the arbor because it made the studio look so pretty in the summer. But we'll figure out what we're gonna do. I think this year, depending on how much time and funds are available, I think this year I'm just going to go with planting some wildflowers, and then we can think about it for next year if we want to rebuild an arbor or do something different. But I'm going to need some kind of shade out there. I have the umbrella, but it gets really hot here in the summer, and it's hard to work outdoors in the afternoon. So I will probably have to think of something, maybe get another umbrella, or I don't know. We'll figure something out. But, okay. So as you're looking, the camera is looking down at this painting, and it does look really opaque, but when that stuff dries, it will be perfectly clear, and you won't be able to see the brush strokes so well. It'll be clear, and I think it's already as good as it needs to be. Just see here. Yeah, the stuff is really thick. It's not drying very fast. I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit so that the brush strokes are straight up and down. A few of them were not. Okay, that looks better to me. This here. I've got a little bit more of this stuff now, so I can do one more little board. My plan is to make some small pieces for this spring. My first show is like an art market, so I'm not expecting to sell any big pieces. I might, and I'll have a few, but I plan to be bringing a lot of small, like 6x6, 8x8, maybe some, 11x14, just some small ones, and see how that goes. I think I might have a better chance of selling more small pieces. So the only other thing I'm working on, well, there's actually two things I'm working on right now. I've got these two, this one, and then there's this other one that is part of the same. It's not really a series, it's just two of them, but those two, I want to finish those up, and they have some really cool texture in them. I don't know if you can see that, but they've just got some really cool stuff. I want to add a little bit more, just put a little bit more paint. I want some gray on there, more like right here, this spot, and just do little bits of gray over some of these colorful areas, and then dig into them just to make it a little more interesting, just more of that interesting stuff, stuff that looks like this. I really like that right there, and then in here too. So I want to do that on both of those paintings, and then I think those are going to be basically done, even though I'm really not. This one's a little different. It has some different markings, but I'm going to do some gray on it too. And I think they're basically done. They're just kind of, I don't know, they're just different. I haven't decided that I really like them yet, but I might get an idea. Maybe they'll look better after I do more of that scraping in over the color. Okay, oh, and one more thing before I forget. This, I'll turn the camera so you can see this. You see that big painting over there on the wall? This right here. I've been working on this one. I started it out and I was trying to make it more abstract, and I'm not really sure if I've achieved that, because I took these spots in here and made them a greenish yellow color, so it's kind of like leaves. But what I really want to do is get might do some lines, kind of like these faint blades of grass. I might do a few of those in there, like either flower stems or blades of grass, just to cover those up, and then you'll have that light behind it. And this is just an odd one. It's it's not as abstract as I wanted it to be, but it's still kind of cool. I really like the markings in the sky, and then I might darken a few of these bird-like shapes and maybe that cloud there, but yeah, it's just different. I don't know when I'll be happy with it, but I'll add some of those lines and see what happens. Okay, well, that's it. And then tomorrow I will be back out here working on finishing up what I've got. And then I've started to prep all these boards. I still need to put gesso on them, and then I'll be able to paint on those wood panels. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.